Today I'm delighted to be able to introduce Wynter Gordon. So lovely to meet you today. Thank you so much. Well, you were just doing some recording in the room next door, and your voice is absolutely stunning. Like, I'm actually bowled over by how natural it sounds. It's amazing.
Thank you very much.
We're sitting in East London right now, and I gather you're not from around these parts. How are you enjoying your stay in London?
I love London, except that it's raining. It's really cool.
This is true.
We have a classic
London skyline before us.
I love it though. The fashion is great. The people are great. I really like it here.
And what are you doing over here? You're obviously recording, right?
Right. I'm working on my album. I had an EP out in New York, in America, called With the Music I Die. And we're hoping to finish that up and put the album out in the beginning of the year in 2012.
You also gave us a cheeky rendition of some music that you're making, which is a bit closer to your heart, perhaps.
Right.
You mentioned Phil Collins as inspiration behind it.
Right. Phil Collins, Tina Turner. It's just a mix. It's a really like 90s meets the 80s pop. Really, with I'm doing a little side project with my band LES, and it's just for my soul. It's just, it's something like that, just a little something I want to put out there for the fans who are with me, just to give them another part of me, because I'm still doing dance music, and I love it, and I have so many features coming out, but I just want to give them this little gift. Looking more at your history, it's not like you've suddenly burst onto the scene. Like, you started working with people like Mary J. Blige, and you went on to work with J-Lo, and it's not like this has just happened. I mean, this was several years ago now. This is like 10 years in the making. Yeah, or absolutely. More. Yeah, this is a dream from when I was like 4. Really, were you dreaming of becoming a pop star when you were not even a pop star? Like, it was never even about being a pop star. Music is what I was good at. It was like, you find that one thing in life, you try to find it. Everyone's trying to find, what is that one thing I'm good at? And I was good at music. Like, I wasn't good at math or, science, but music is what totally ruled my world. So, what artists were you listening to, like, back in the day? Oh my God. Growing up, my parents did not let me listen to secular music, which is anything that's not gospel or classical. Yeah. So it was pretty much, I would like sneak whatever little bit of music I could at friends' houses, or if I was washing dishes, I would like listen to the radio. If you're wondering what that was, Pop-Tarts! There's a few pasties. I think they're veggie pasties on the way. I guess they're ready now. So I do apologise. Why was it that you weren't allowed to listen to secular music? My family we were very religious growing up, and honestly, I kind of think that my mom, she thought some lyrics weren't good for my child ears, and I appreciate that, like, being protected in keeping my youth. I was pretty innocent for a really long time, that childlike innocence. Yeah. My mom wanted to keep that, so she didn't want me to listen to like adult lyrics. Okay. But I snuck it anyway, and of course, out in the world, you can't protect your kids from that. Once you go off to school, it's a wrap. And did you find that she was like quite strict in a way with your upbringing? Yes. My mom was very strict. It was very same, but for a good reason, because I lived in South Jamaica, Queens, and there's a lot of drugs and a lot of girls getting pregnant around me. So my mom was like, not you. In the beginning, I was like, I want to do music, but I didn't have any money. So I would kind of like sleep on friends' couches, and like, because I didn't live at home, if I didn't have any rent or I didn't have a place to stay, I would sleep on friends' couches. I would work either at the supermarket, I worked at Bally's, I was a waitress, and then at night I would like go to any studio I could, anyone who would let me have free studio time and like reference and record and write and things like that. So it wasn't an easy start. Yeah, how did you find that? How was it through, pushing through everything else to do music? I can't even believe I did those things now. Like, I don't even know how I found the strength, because a lot of times it was like just tears, just a whole bunch of crying. I don't know, people don't know how musicians, it's like our child, like this thing, we take it to heart so much, at least I do. I would get so depressed. Like I would just like lay on my bed and be like, I would have an anxiety attack about what was going to happen the next day. Like I cannot afford to keep doing this and not having any results. So it was pretty scary. Yeah. I don't even know. It's God and his strength that really kept me going.
It's interesting as well because it's similar from where I'm coming from in wanting to be a TV presenter. It's like, because I do bar work just to kind of pay the bills, and like you have to get up early the next morning and you'll be exhausted and you're like, oh, for God's sake, and then you've got to go to work, but you just do it because you love it.
Right. This is it's passion.
Yeah.
It's your passion.
Yeah. And
totally get it. I do this. I am so passionate about music. It's like, I used to, I wasn't really sure of myself when I first started. You know, I would let other people tell me what my vision was. But now I don't really care if people don't agree with me. I've learned to stop listening. Yeah. And it just, everything comes from here. Like, it's like, nope, I don't want to do this because it doesn't feel right. You know, I don't care how popular that person is. I don't want to do a song with them because it doesn't feel right. Looking at your Twitter, you describe yourself as the Ferris Bueller of pop music. Oh, yeah. I've never seen Ferris Bueller, so I didn't understand. You don't know what Ferris is? I haven't seen it. The movie? I know of it, but I've never come around to watching it. I'm terrible, though, with movies. I haven't seen Lord of the Rings or Star Wars or anything like that. When you get home, you need to iTunes... rent all these movies. Right. Lord of the Rings. Yes. All the Harry Potter, all the Twilight, and all the 80s Twilight classics. As well. Okay, I hadn't even considered that one. But apparently I look a little bit like the main guy in it. Like side on, maybe it's the nose. I don't know. maybe not. Maybe it's just a pipe dream. You look better than him. The Ferris Bueller of pop music. It's really saying I like chaos, and Ferris Bueller in this movie, he was not about any rules. So that was just where it comes from. It was like, there are no rules to this. And I'm just living my life and making good music, pretty much. And I love the chaos of it all. Are you still living out in Queens? No, I live in Brooklyn. Oh, okay. Do you enjoy it? It's my adopted home. I do. I love it. There's nothing like New York to me. Okay. You know, everybody's all compiled in one space, and it's just this culture there. I've been around the world and I can't find it anywhere else. I've never been to New York myself. Is there anywhere you can recommend that I hang out if I hit Brooklyn? Downtown Brooklyn, Soho, do a little shopping in the Village. You know, the flea markets are really dope. Yeah. On the weekends. And it's funny as well because there's a Soho in London, but I'm guessing it's kind of different though from the one in New York. Yeah. I don't know if you've ever been to Soho. I have. Here. I've been to Soho. It's different. London's very different from New York. I can't really explain it, but you just have to be there. Like, it's a different feeling. Yeah, I get the feeling there's more history in London because obviously America's a young country and all of the buildings there are enormous. I always feel like I'm walking through a Harry Potter scene when I'm in London. I don't know why. What's it called? This Diagon Alley. I suppose in London, there's loads of different scenes all over London, but they're all so close to each other that you'll walk from, say, Soho to Piccadilly, and it'll be completely different. And Piccadilly. Then you'll go up to the. Thanks for slightly patronising. I just love the names in London too. Like I love the names of everything. Shepherd's Bush. And Cockfosters and it's like, where did that come from? It's the most ridiculous name in the world, really. It makes me laugh. It's fun. So what big projects have you got coming out next year? I have a song with Chris Brown and Tyga called The Fame. It's actually on Tyga's album. He hit me up on Twitter and was like, your voice would seem perfect for this hook. So I did that with them. Laid Back Luke, I have his next single, which I wrote for him. And we premiered it at Coachella this year. Cool. And it's called Speak Up. And awesome. Steve Aoki, I shoot his next single for his new video, Lottie Dottie, which we wrote. We shoot it November 28th. So I have some projects coming out. Well, Wynter, I've got to say, just best of luck with all the new projects that you're working on. And thank you, thanks for sitting down with us today. Thank you. Thank you very much. See you guys later.